What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Design to Ride, a collaboration with Surf Ride Board Shops. And today we've got a very special guest, Tanner Gudauskas, with Hayden shaped surfboards. We're going to be sampling
The Nova.
We're sampling the Nova in 3 different constructions.
Three different constructions. Exactly. And it's the perfect day for it because it's kind of grovelly and grindy.
We picked the windiest day of the year to do this. We'll do a breakdown on the boards. We'll go out, get a couple waves. Let us know what you guys think in the comments.
Straight out of the gates, this is the Future Flex technology. This is the board we will be riding. This, the Nova.
And this is this new model. It's just launched in the marketplace. But like this, I feel like is the classic Hayden Shades thing of the Future Flex, which is the carbon fiber on the rail, no stringer, epoxy foam. But like, feel that how light that is.
Whoa.
It's pretty sick. So it comes, and that's why today I brought two as thrusters, and I've also been riding it as a quad. And they're both individually really fine. But I think that this would be like your everyday driver, kind of in grovelly, grindy surf. And it's super poppy and like, I don't know, the tail releases really well.
This looks like your sick daily California driver. If you don't want to give up and go to a longboard, you could ride this pretty much every day, you know?
Yeah. I feel like too, like when you look at the outline, there's nothing that like makes you alienated. It's like, oh, sick. Like, let's just get on it, get going.
Yeah. I do love the Future Flex with the parabolic stringer, just considering from my engineering background, it's cool to think about the technology and the physics behind having this carbon fiber and then glassing it like this creates a super rigid, it's fascinating. I think it's cool. It's been around for a long time.
That's actually so cool that you mentioned that, because I've only been on board for 6 months with Hayden, and the Future Flex I had never ridden before. So I had no idea what it felt like. And so he was saying the difference of wrapping it even by an inch or even more on the rail, it changes the flux dynamic of the board.
Yeah.
So that's a fully patented thing. It's coming up on 20 years with him.
No way, that's sick.
Yeah, it's kind of dialed it in. But I mean, when you're getting engineering and nerdy, here comes their Carbonics, which is vacuum seal carbon wrap surfboard. And this feels like a high definition wobbler, basically.
That's crazy. What feeling?
I would be excited to see what we think of it today, because normally I would take this out when it's glassy and just looking for that extra spice.
Yeah.
But dude, if it doesn't look that sexy under your arm, you know what I mean?
Dude, this is sick.
That's like a mech gallop.
This is cool. Yeah, this is what you think see a Porsche or Prada collaboration, or something.
And that's just my that's stretch toe quad. If I ride a quad on any board, I'm just all over those space.
The G10.
It's like my
yeah,
I just kind of level them out. So, and then this is the final one, which is just so normal. I love it. Bring out the PU. And it's funny to even talk about this as new and fresh, but for Hayden, this is his Polytech technology, which he's coming in the marketplace 2026. He's always had a PE, which is a polyurethane over hot.
Yeah, right.
So this is the whole kick caboodle, feels really normal, and I think for his performance stuff, it's so imperative to have that, because it just blows through most of all conditions.
Yeah,
kind of riding.
You could take this board with you all over the world, and it would be fine. It's you can only bring one, bring this and kind of a step up.
Yep.
A bigger hip toe, a thinned out hip toe would be mental for a surf trip.
Okay, so you've held them all three. What do you think? Give me your shoot from your hip, because this is first time you've seen this board.
I like this. It feels good, solid, just a good dock short board. It feels solid, but I really like the feel of the Future Flex. And I don't know if it's because I find the parabolic stringer really fascinating.
Yeah.
And if I remember, I haven't ridden a Hayden shapes in a long time, but I remember I really like the feel of these boards, because without the stringer, what happens with a wood stringer is you get the lateral flex, right? And it doesn't really twist. But with the Future Flex, you'll notice that the board almost, it bends and twists with your feet in a way that a wood stringer never could.
Yeah.
So I think I'm really excited for this one wave on a vacuum bagged carbon board. So I'm really excited. I'm really interested to see how this one feels. Because I've also heard that you almost have to break them in.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. There's nobody out.
Yeah.
We're gonna be getting some running in. There's lots of current. I'm just gonna be running around.
Runarounds.
Let's get out of there.
Dude, it's on today. Tanner, we're on residualstoke.com right now. You can't feel it any more strong than right now. Positive.
I haven't surfed in 2 weeks. I've been in the desert and snowboarding, so I don't really know how this is gonna go for me.
You're bringing out a 6 mil.
That's all I got.
Dude.
That's all I got.
Oh, I'm in my summer suit.
I have this, and I keep forgetting to order wetsuits.
Yeah.
So I just, make this one work.
Hey, it's all good.
For perspective, I wore this wetsuit in Chile, in the tip of South America. And the water's like 65.
Oh, no. Hey, actually, look at these waves.
I know, this is actually a real set.
CW, give me a breakdown of the conditions right now.
It's 2 to 3 and glassy, baby. The waves are pumping out there. Actually, it's about 15 knots onshore. The current's sweeping at about 10 knots. There are waves out there to be had, though. I will say there's nobody out. Nobody can call us fair weather surfers, you know what I mean?
If you can hold on, hold on. I wanna stand up, I wanna let go. You know, no, you don't. I wanna shine on in the hearts of man. I wanna mean it from the back of my broken hand. Another headache, another heartbreak. I'm so much older than I can take. In my affection, well it comes and goes. I need direction to perfection. No, help me out. Yeah, you know you gotta help me out. Yeah, oh, don't you put me on the back burner. You know you gotta help me out. Yeah. And when there's nowhere else to run, is there room for one more sun? These changes ain't changing me, the cold-hearted boy I used to be. Yeah, you know you gotta help me out. Yeah, oh, don't you put me on the back burner. You know you gotta help me out. Yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down.
Well, I'm certainly getting a good workout today. That is no question there. This board feels insane. I haven't done any like good surfing on it, but I can feel that it has so much potential and it's got so much bite. The Future Flex was a little bit different. It has a little bit more boxy rails, and you can kind of feel it like it doesn't want to sink into the wave when you're surfing it. And the front pad kind of adds like a little bit of harsh, like you're like disconnected from your board a little bit. This felt really good. I'm excited to try that. It's physically exhausting. Normally for me, I feel like surfing doesn't really count as working out, but this is a proper workout. Oh, Tanner looked like he was ripping on it, but he also could rip like a plank of plywood, and I feel like those look good.
Where's the best breakfast burrito on Oceanside?
Best breakfast burrito on Oceanside, hands down. Roberto's number 13 on Oside Boulevard and Coast Highway, without a doubt. If you're from Oside and you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just kind of sad. It's pretty sick because if you want to call in and order, your phone call behind it can be 5 seconds or less. Where they're like, hello? And you're like, bacon, egg, and cheese breakfast burrito. Okay, sounds good. Click, done. It's insane. I feel like I just get more steez just by having a board like this, you know? It like makes up for the lack of hair.
You're gonna bring yourself down. Yeah, you're gonna bring yourself down. Over and in life's tall portion. While everyone's lost, the battle is won. With all these things that I've done. All these things that I've done. If you can hold on, if you can hold on.
Dude, I don't think I've been exhausted from surfing in a long time. And it was like this big. It wasn't even
Some of the more challenging surf we got in a really long time.
That was hard to surf. Like the waves were very hard to surf. But the boards felt really good. The Future Flex in the very beginning, mind you, I'm coming from like 2 full days of snowboarding and like a motocross race, so my body's pretty smoked. But I found at like the beginning, I was having a hard time, like felt kind of bouncy. The waves were real bouncy. But there was a couple moments, once I got my feet in the right spot, it was like a real small sweet spot, had so much like spring and power to it. So that I really enjoyed. The Poly construction board, just like, because it's what I read the most, like it just, you know, felt the most natural. But as soon as I got on it, like I was at home again, lively, and just kind of would do what I wanted it to. And I also don't really ride boards this short. Is something that I want to say too. Is like I've been riding a 6.6 twin fin for the last like 3 months. So that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. I love like just how knifey it felt. But this one I was the most surprised on. I only got a couple waves and I was pretty smoked at the end. But it had so much spring and speed to it, but it didn't feel like it was limited by its stiffness, which is the one thing that I noticed. I don't even remember what brand it was. Maybe like a Paizel or a CI. It was this construction like 5 or so years ago, but it felt real like stiff. Whereas this kind of had that, you're almost like bunny hopping. Yeah, so I thought that was cool, yeah.
I've really fun to switch through the technologies and keep the same design. Like, yeah, it was random. I never do that.
Yeah.
Where I don't take 3 of the same board down different technologies and just try them out like that. And I agree. Like for me, this one felt like maybe my expectations were the lowest because of the conditions. Yeah, it had like a really fun, high definition liveliness under your feet.
Yeah.
But dude, just thanks for getting
That's
down
fun.
there. I don't know. I had such a
No
blast.
complaints, going surfing for a couple hours in the middle of the day. Like, there was nobody out.
Yeah.
Sun came out, the wind laid down. We definitely picked the most challenging day to ride 3 boards.
Yeah.
For sure. But we should definitely run it back and do another one of these for those like really fun waves and see what we can do, you know?
I go part 2, and it's
Yeah.
like I feel like this design is so viable for all California conditions. So
Yeah.
thank you for taking the time and
For sure.
I don't know, getting us out there.
Yeah, I would want one of these in my quiver for sure. Just with how like it felt like I could just kind of leave it in the car and like you ride it pretty much any day. Like if we can make it work on a day like this, like you know it's gonna work.
It's only gonna get better. Right on.
But you guys know the drill. If you want to check some of these out, go ahead and head to one of our either Oceanside or Solana Beach shops. Put them under your arm. Tell us what you think. Ask one of our employees what their thoughts are on it, and hopefully we'll see one of you guys ripping on one of these in the water sometime soon.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.